In this devotional, I'm going to share with you three thoughts from Job chapter 7, verses 1 through 6, where I'll answer the question, what happens when hope is lost? Job chapter 7, verses 1 through 6 says, "Has not man a hard service on earth, and are not his days like the days of a hired hand? Like a slave who longs for the shadow, and like a hired hand who looks for his wages, so I am allotted months of emptiness, and nights of misery are apportioned to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I arise? But the night is long, and I am full of tossing till the dawn. My flesh is clothed with worms and dirt. My skin hardens, then breaks out afresh. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and come to their end without hope." Job is expressing his profound suffering, this incredible sense of loss that he has experienced. Where a couple of chapters ago, he was saying things, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return to the earth. Now, he is starting to see that his life is going to continue in suffering. One of the things that I love about the Bible is that it doesn't paint such a rosy picture of humanity. It doesn't ignore the fact that suffering is such a profound and significant part of our existence. And as we have been going through the book of Job, what we've seen is that Job runs the gambit of human experience, that he suffers more than just about anybody that you might imagine. And that suffering is something that helps us to understand him a little bit better. So here are three thoughts from Job chapter 7, verses 1 through 6. Thought number 1, each day is the same. Each day is the same, and it seems like you're just going through the motions. You can't tell anything different between one day and the next. Yesterday is exactly like tomorrow is going to be. Why? Because all of them are defined by the profound sense of loss and suffering that's being experienced. And this is precisely what's happening to Job, where he had been joyous in all of the blessing that the Lord had provided him with. Now he was questioning just exactly what has gone wrong and why has his life gone from joy to sorrow in such a short period of time. Each day for Job now seems the same, and he can't see that the Lord is preparing new joys for him. Thought number 2, nothing to look forward to. Oh, Job has nothing to look forward to. How does he describe it? He describes it like a slave going to his work every single day, like a hired hand who is only going and working for the wages, doing everything that he does in the one day simply for what he can get at the end. And in the morning, he's going to get up and do the exact same thing again, and will do this forever. Job doesn't see anything to look forward to in life, because all that he had taken joy in has been taken away from him. Which gives us a little bit of an indication of where Job's state of mind is. He believes he's receiving punishment or discipline from the Lord, but he doesn't believe himself to be guilty of any wrongdoing. And if everything that we experience in life is simply arbitrary, and there's no purpose or intent behind it, then there really is nothing to look forward to. Thought number 3, time seems meaningless. When hope is lost, time seems meaningless because of all of the things that we just described. Each day is the same as the next. There's nothing to look forward to. And because of all of that, it doesn't matter if you're asleep or awake. It doesn't matter if you're kept up all night by pain and suffering as Job was experiencing. It doesn't make any difference at all because there's no longer anything to live for when hope is lost. This is why it's so very important for us to make sure that we are continuing in hope regardless of circumstance. I believe Job is going through what many people call the dark night of the soul, where he is searching for meaning and just having difficulty finding it because he's gone through such a tremendous loss in such a short period of time. But as Job continues discussing these matters with his friends, eventually he will come to the point when the Lord reveals himself to know that although time might seem meaningless, it is not. That each day is not the same as the one that came before. And that ultimately there is something to look forward to. And that thing to look forward to is ultimate fellowship with our Creator. These three thoughts come from the assigned reading of Job, chapters 7 and 8. If you'd like to read through the Bible with me, you can do so by subscribing to this channel, by clicking on the link in the description, or by joining the Facebook group Through the Bible, where we are reading the text of Scripture together.